Paris is in the grip of panic over bed bugs. Hi there, everyone. I'm Jeff, and this is Plain English, where JR and I help you upgrade your English with stories about current events and trending topics. Every episode of Plain English starts with a story, something interesting going on in the world. And in the second half, we show you how to use an English expression. Today's story might creep you out. They were first seen in a movie theater. Then someone saw them on the metro. 2 French schools were closed after an infestation. Calls to fumigators are on the rise. A legislator has proposed a national fumigation service. France is in the grip of bed bug panic. The expression is so perfect for this topic, creep you out. This is one of those expressions I thought I knew what it meant, but then I tried to explain it and it was harder than I expected. Creep you out is the expression, and we have a quote of the week. Let's get going. Bed bugs are small insects that feed on human blood, usually at night. The most common place for them to live, naturally, is where they can access human skin and where they can stay alive when people are not present. And that often is in or near a bed, hence the name. They live in mattresses, curtains, carpets, and in cracks in the walls. They can live in children's toys like stuffed animals. They can also live in furniture like a sofa or fabric chairs in public places. Bed bugs are visible to the naked eye. They are usually between 4 and 5 millimeters wide and reddish brown, and they reproduce quickly. A female bed bug can lay up to 10 eggs per day. Once you have them, it's very difficult to eradicate bed bugs. Every type of fabric needs to be washed in hot water. Curtains, clothes, sheets, and blankets. Mattresses and furniture can be washed with a steam cleaner. The vacuum cleaner can help get bugs and eggs out of wooden furniture, cracks in baseboards, and on electronics. And if all that doesn't work, a fumigation service can help with chemicals to eradicate them. All in, this can cost hundreds of dollars and take several days. Now, if that doesn't creep you out enough, here's something that will really keep you up at night. Bed bugs are becoming more and more resistant to the chemicals used to kill them. Great. So let's go back to France. Bed bugs don't travel on their own, but they and their eggs can travel in luggage, clothes, and shoes. Bed bug infestations, therefore, are more common in dense areas where a lot of people are living close together. You sit on a friend's couch, you come home and go to bed, that's how they spread. And the more travel people do, the more likely it is that bedbugs will spread from city to city. Parisians are worried about bedbugs. Images and videos on social media show bedbugs on the metro, on long-distance SNCF trains, in movie theaters, hospitals, and schools. Calls to fumigators are increasing. A legislator stood up in the French Parliament with a bedbug in a vial and demanded a national free fumigation service. Just one problem. As one fumigator puts it, 3 out of 4 bedbug calls he gets are not bedbugs after all. And the Transportation Ministry says that it investigates all reports of bedbugs on the trains. And again, none have had bedbugs. Real bugs, yes. Bedbugs, no. This presents a problem. Bedbugs are real. People should know what they are and what to do if they have them. Bedbugs are in Paris. They are in the rest of France. They are in London, New York, and the big cities of the world. But they are nowhere near as prevalent as they seem on social media and on television. France, or any country, would have a normal level of bedbug infestation, especially after a travel season. But in the age of social media and with anxiety heightened, any real case of bedbugs is held up as proof of a much bigger problem. 2 schools were closed due to bedbugs recently, but they were hundreds of miles from Paris, the epicenter of the bedbug panic. So France has a balancing act ahead of the 2024 Olympics. On the one hand, they want to educate people and help anyone truly affected by bedbugs. On the other hand, they don't want the city to unfairly get a reputation for being unsafe or unsanitary. No denial, but also no hysteria, as one minister put it. No hysteria? Good luck with that in the age of social media, right? I'll make you a deal. If anyone listening has a flight to Paris and a hotel room for the Olympics that they don't want to take because of bedbugs, feel free to give it to me. I'll take it off your hands and save you the worry about coming home with bedbugs. Here's a good quote for today. Knowledge comes, but wisdom lingers. To linger is to stay around for a while. People often interpret this to mean that knowledge can come quickly, but wisdom is about the accumulation of knowledge and experience. This quote is from Alfred Tennyson, a poet. Knowledge comes, but wisdom lingers. Oh, this is perfect. Creep out is the phrasal verb I'm going to tell you about today. This is almost always used with a person. You almost never say creep out by itself. You put a person in there. That creeps me out, or I don't mean to creep you out. I don't mean to creep you out, but bed bugs can live in your mattress, come out at night, suck your blood, leave an itchy rash, and go back to hiding in your mattress. Oh, and each female will lay 10 eggs in your sheets. Are you creeped out yet? To creep someone out is to cause that person to be nervous, disgusted, or afraid, and uncomfortable. That's the key. So when we talk about bed bugs, we're talking about something that makes us nervous, disgusted, and highly uncomfortable. Your brain is telling you something is not quite right. Bed bugs are not life-threatening. They'll give you an uncomfortable rash. That's bad, but you'll live. Bed bugs creep you out because you're vulnerable, sleeping, and something is sucking your blood. Something is not right about this. This is uncomfortable to think about. And the key here is uncomfortable. That's usually the dominant emotion with creep out. If someone comes running at you with a knife, you're just afraid. You're not creeped out by that. If you have a major presentation at work in front of a lot of people, you're not creeped out by that. You're just nervous. But if you're afraid plus uncomfortable, or nervous plus uncomfortable, or if you're disgusted and if something just seems not right, then you're creeped out. And we usually say, that creeps me out. Now, one category of things that can creep you out is physical. Bugs, snakes, rodents, things like that. Most snakes won't hurt you, but some will, and that's bad. We're afraid of that. But we're uncomfortable too, just thinking about snakes. It's that doubt. It's the not knowing how or if they're going to get you. That makes you uncomfortable, and that's what creeps you out. I know it's not this way everywhere, but in the US, we tend to take our trash out and leave it outside in large trash cans with lids. And it will stay there until the garbage collectors come, usually once a week. And that means that your trash is outside in a trash can for a few days. Now, sometimes you'll wake up and go outside and find the top is open and the trash is strewn all over the driveway. A raccoon has gotten into the trash. It creeps you out to think that while you were sleeping, a raccoon was so close to your house. And that while you're awake, walking around in the garden, somewhere close by, you don't know where, a family of raccoons is sleeping, That's creepy. That creeps you out. Some people get creeped out by graveyards. Someone might say, "It just creeps me out to think that below my feet are the coffins and bodies of dead people." That's a combination of being uncomfortable and nervous. Being in a place can creep you out. If you go into a basement of an unfamiliar building, there isn't a lot of light, there are spider webs, it's damp, you don't know what's in there, that can creep you out. You imagine a mouse, a rat, an insect, water on the floor, it creeps you out to be there. It's a strange combination of being afraid and uncomfortable. A person's behavior can creep you out. If someone stares at you for just a little bit too long, that person might not be a direct threat, but it's uncomfortable and makes you nervous. That guy is really creeping me out, you might say. Or if someone makes sexual or suggestive comments in an inappropriate way, that can creep you out. Here's something you might say. His comments were completely over the line. They were starting to creep everyone out. That means everyone started to feel uncomfortable hearing the comments. Sometimes people will just stand too close to you in a conversation. That can creep you out. Or if you talk to someone and that person brags about how good he is at picking locks, and then casually mentions he knows where you live, that would totally creep me out. Bedbugs, yikes, sorry to creep you out with this one, but on Thursday we have a new topic that will not creep you out at all. Fernando Botero, a Colombian artist and sculptor, has died. I have been to the Botero Museum in Bogota, and his paintings and sculptures, both there and at another museum in Medellin, they made such an impression on me. So on Thursday, I'll share a little more about this artist's work. He really was a unique figure in the world of art. But for that, you will have to wait until Thursday because we have reached the end of today's Plain English. This was lesson number 620, so you can find the full lesson at plainenglish.com/620. That is where you'll find the full transcript and the rest of the resources for today's lesson, plainenglish.com/620. See you right back here on Thursday.